Good evening. Tonight during our performance, we ask that you have no flash photography and all of your phones are on silent or off. Emergency exits are located to the left and right of the auditorium. To your right is also our lobby where you'll find our restrooms. On behalf of the Francis Howell North Masque players, we introduce A Piece of My Heart.
Work on the wall of the Vietnam War started in 1982. The wall originally contained 57,939 names of the brave men who fought and served in our war. A decade later, they made the wall for the women. The walls are memorials for those who fought for our country and not a war memorial.
Commence fire! Commence fire! Commence fire!
Thank you. Thank you. We are gathered here today to honor the brave men and women who served so well and gave so much.
I was an Army brat. Martha owned me. Dad a career man, Mom a Navy nurse in World War II. I was born in Fort Bennett and grew up in Fort Bragg. I remember one day in junior high, a girlfriend of mine came crying. Her dad was going to Vietnam. Crying and crying, they just sent her home. It must have been around, I don't know, 1961. So I knew early on about Vietnam. Americans there. Americans were being killed there. There was something very wrong there. But in the back of my mind was, I need to go there, be a Navy nurse, and protect my country and serve our men.
I was the lead singer and ukulele player, and the sugar candies all wrote it. Mary Jo Kincaid from Beaumont, Texas. We'd come to LA to be discovered. We did country and rock, and were about 17 and thought we were the living end. Well, we hadn't gone too far yet until one day in '67 an agent told us he could book us. Mini skirts and little white go-go boots to go over and entertain 500,000 boys in Vietnam. Well, I was out of my mind. 500,000 American boys driven on my music and loving me because I be lifting the worries of war right off their shoulders with my love for them. $1,000 a month apiece, and airfare and all expenses paid, he said. Oh boy, book me on.
I wanted out of Erie, Pennsylvania. I was turning 17. I didn't want to rock down there till I was 40. I didn't know anything about Vietnam, but that wasn't the point. The point was, I wasn't into a college life. I wasn't into demonstrations. I wasn't into anything. Religious upbringing. Playing with dolls till I was 13. Well, it was still a very sheltered time for girls. My high school counselor told me, well now, sissy, what is it that you want to be? A nurse? A teacher? Secretary? Oh, well, sir, a nurse, I guess. I'll help mankind. Now, my biggest issues my first year in nursing school were that I had no self-control and I couldn't stand to see people with pain. My head nurse told me, you can't hesitate. You just have to go in there and do it. So, there's this old man in a coma, and I'm supposed to give him a shot of penicillin in his rear end. And now I'm really a wreck because how can I cause this old man more pain? But I do it. And he immediately wakes up and he goes, oh my God, where am I? And I think, oh gosh, I just did a miracle. I can do anything. I'll join the army. Maybe I'll save the world.
I was graduating from Versailles, primary education, provisional junior league, sleeves down to the elbows, high copper collars. I was already offered a boarding school position, and on the placement board I saw 2 forms for the Red Cross, one for Vietnam and one for Korea. Well, Saigon's a sophisticated, cosmopolitan city with many walks of life, and plus they speak French. Besides, it snows in Korea, doesn't it? Whereas Vietnam has this wonderfully warm climate, I'm told. I went home next weekend to tell my parents. Oh, but Mother, Father, Don't you see? He knows me my year's service. Besides, if I'm going to do anything besides be an old maid boarding school teacher the rest of my life, I better do it now. It grew very quiet the next morning. My mother's coffee cup rattling in its Dresden saucer. Look, if you're going to run off to the ends of the earth, do be aware that there are some consequences. There might be repercussions in your life, not necessarily pathetic. So please, do think it carefully through. Oh, but don't you see, Mother? I already have.
I was anti-war. I hated Nixon. I knew he was a liar and evil. So did my friends. We were hippies. Woodstock, bell-bottom jeans, headbands, the long hair, the pot. Then I remember Kenny saying, "What can you do for your country?" Well, I was 21 when an Army recruiter came to my nursing school and showed us this glamour of being an Army nurse and all these gorgeous hospitals all over the world with their modern equipment. We had zip at my nursing school. I was very impressed, so I asked, "Do women have to go to Vietnam?" And she said, "No, women volunteer for Vietnam." Well, my friends probably thought I was crazy, but there were 2 other girls willing to sign up at just that minute, and I thought, "Leanne, this would be good for you. It could pay off your last year of nursing school, because money for me had always been tight, and you can express your feelings about the war by taking care of non-soldiers when they get back. Maybe Hawaii or something." I've been born and raised in New York and went through a lot of prejudice. I just wanted to go to Hawaii.
Well now, I've been a WAC for almost 18 years when I decided to go on over to the Nub. I first joined up in Jackson, Mississippi, where I was born and raised. They asked me, "Steely Pete, what MLS would you like to be?" Well, I'm a college graduate and I've been teaching music, so I would like to join the Army Band. And they gave me the 4th trombone part to audition for. And if you know anything about music, you know that that's the hard part, the doopity-doo. So I'm playing along with the band, except Commander-in-Chief Warrant Officer Helen B. Whitehead. Are you gonna believe that name? Well, she made some secret prearranged signal with the band to stop at a certain point. So all you're hearing is me going doopity-doopity-doo-doo-doo. Afterwards, she pulls me aside and says, "Sorry, Steely, but we can't have people like you in the band because you just don't blend on in." 1950. My first touch with the American Army and how they want you, but they don't really want you. Anyhow, by 1967, I'd edited an Army newspaper, run an education center, was a French and Spanish linguist, a prisoner of war interrogator, and was in strategic intelligence. And I knew I was hearing lies about Vietnam. I'll just go on over there myself, I thought, and maybe my intelligence and my experience can be used for once to save some American lives.
August 1966. I take my oath, graduate from Women's Officer School, and go to Quonset Point, Rhode Island for 2 years, head nurse in the Dependents Unit. And then I tell my folks I'm going to Vietnam, and they're proud of me, but not my head nurse.
You're very young, Martha. They're looking for people with experience.
But I've got experience. I'm head nurse.
They're looking for direct war experience.
But I've done everything, and I'm really good, and my folks are military. I've been around it all my life.
I have serious reservations about endorsing this request.
Please.
Well, I'm doing this with a great deal of hesitation.
A Navy nurse in a war zone just like my mother. This is my deepest childhood dream come true.
I've seen the way parents reacted when their children told them they were going to war. Some were proud, some were a little more disdainful. I mean, mine could have been worse. My mother marched me right down to the recruiting office.
Will my daughter have to go to Vietnam if she joins?
No, Army nurses volunteer for Vietnam, madam. And we have so many wanting to go that we would never consider a policy like that.
Oh, good, sissy, because what I really want you to do is, if you're actually going to join us, put in for Germany, meet yourself a nice doctor, get married, and settle down, okay?
And then my girlfriend and I go in for our physicals together. Oh gosh, kid, I'm so nervous I can't even go in the bottle. Can you go for me too?
Let's hope I don't have a kidney infection.
She didn't!
And we passed! We went down to Texas and rented a car.
And we just flew down the freeways heading south! South! Fort Sam Houston, here we come!
There's a yellow rose in Texas that I'm gonna see. No other soldier knows her, no soldier, only me.
I'm going down to Galveston, first weekend of there.
every weekend we're there.
I report to the Red Cross, Washington, D.C. for my 2 weeks of training.
Ladies, you tell military rank by the stripes on the shirt sleeve. 1 stripe, 2 stripes, 3 stripes. Is that clear?
Yes, very clear.
Ladies, you tell the difference between the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, and the Marines by color, gray, blue, green, black, and style. Button up, button down, cut straight, cut away. Is that clear?
Yes, very clear.
Ladies, there are rules of etiquette. A time to drink, a time not to drink. A way to drink, a brand to drink, a drink to drink. Is that clear?
Yes, very clear.
Ladies, there are proper ways to respond to off-color remarks. There are ways to respond to everything. There are ways to be a young lady worthy of the American Red Cross. Is that clear?
Yes, very clear.
At all times be feminine.
Never swear,
Never be provocative with men.
because you are a Red Cross girl.
Symbol of purity.
Goodness and light.
Sister, mother, girl next door.
The all-American girl to every serviceman you meet.
No sexual involvements of any kind.
Forbidden, against all rules.
Now, is that clear?
It is very, very clear.
Now then, nurses.
Attention!
This morning we are going to march. Company, fall in. Right face, forward, march, cut, 2, 3, 4, cut, 2, 3, 4, cut, 2, 3, 4, cut, 2, 3, 4. Well. Welcome to the U.S. Army, Miss New York. March.
March? I'm a nurse.
Well, you're an Army nurse, and you're going to march.
Company. Forward. March. About. Face. Company. Forward. March.
Captain, did you teach us to shoot a gun? No, we do not teach you to shoot weapons or carry them because women do not go into combat. March, Miss New York, march.
Say, Captain, how come you're always pretending to march through a jungle full of punji sticks?
Because you probably will end up in the jungle. In Vietnam, march.
March.
Vietnam? My recruiter said Hawaii.
Hawaii, Miss New York.
Honolulu? Waikiki?
Well, you must have been slightly misinformed.
About. Face. Company. Forward. March.
Well, there was one thing old intelligence officer B.J. Steele was going to do before she went to Vietnam. Learn to shoot. I wanted to be able to carry my weapon on over there and be able to fire it. Make no mistake about that. So I learned how to strip an M16. I learned how to handle it and I learned how to fire it. Then I learned how to shoot a .45. Got so I could cock that thing behind my back. Then I thought, I'm just about ready to go on over to Vietnam and see what I can see.
Attention!
All of you have orders for Southeast Asia.
Southeast Asia?
Dismissed.
They wouldn't even say Vietnam.
I'm going to my head nurse.
Don't worry, Leanne. The hospitals there are safe, miles from the combat zone.
But I'm anti-war.
Yes, but so are a lot of the injured boys.
I can take care of them in Hawaii.
They're overstaffed there. And besides, you're special. Top of the line. You can make a real contribution for your country in Vietnam. And the credit will do wonders for your career after the war.
Yeah.
The sugar candy's last day, San Francisco. We go to a restaurant on Fisherman's Wharf. The table next to us knows we're heading to Vietnam to entertain the troops. They buy us whipped cream desserts and drinks and propose a toast.
Mary Jo Kincaid, the star and the sweetest, prettiest sugar candies all grow man in these United States.
Here we now, we bought little black lace bras and bikini panties. A nurse in Vietnam told us, whatever you do, bring sexy underwear. A year of fatigues and boots with all that dirt and heat, and you'll forget you're a woman.
I get to Travis Air Force Base early, and I look around. They're all from Fort Sam. Women I know. I'm not special. Everyone is here.
Then they load us onto an airplane in our powder blue Red Cross uniforms and our Dixie cup hats, heels and stockings and girdles.
And then, for the first time aboard, they actually announced where they're taking us.
Destination, then home.
And off we go.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, flying high into the sun. Here they come, soon to meet our thunder. Attaboys, give her the gun.
There are just a few women on my plane, 200 men, and they're all trying to be sweet.
Singing, drinking, playing pinochle, checkers.
And there's this GI on the plane coming back for his R&R.
Well done, Dolly. Never gonna make it. They're beacon in the landing fields.
What?
Minute this plane lands, you'll get shot at.
Me? That's insane!
Too big you don't make it in country one day.
I ask my stewardess for a pillow. She pretends that she doesn't hear me. She brings pillows to the men.
The stewardess gives you the same chicken dinner 5 times going around the world.
I'm reading newspapers. The location of American troops from division headquarters down to the platoons. I can do the entire order of battle from this seat here on my plane. Now, if I know up here, that enemy surely knows down there. So what if we are captured coming down? I don't know anything about anything. All I am is this expert on the M16. I know why it jams, how it jams, if it jams, and when it jams. Now, you all know what a horrible weapon that thing is. So bad that they have to send me over there just to give advice on how to keep that thing in working order. That's how bad that weapon is.
And then suddenly, on my plane, it all just quiets down. Nobody talks. Nobody says a word.
Everyone has their noses to the window.
Vietnam!
Coming in over the coast.
Early morning, bright lights, a village, way down there.
Green. My God, it's so green.
How could there be any more green?
Look how beautiful it is.
My God! Tracers!
Look, there!
What's the smoke? A quick turn up.
We're being fired on!
Fired on? I haven't done anything to them. I'm a nurse.
Take a fast escape dive down.
The landing strip. The fire department with foam. The treads are off the wheels. We're landing without treads.
Look down there!
We'll have to run for cover.
I'm just a snowball girl and it's like not really normal at all. Like a John Wayne movie.
We come down hard.
Hard. Night. Blackout. Dead silence on the plane.
But I hear 247 souls breathing on this plane. The door's open. Spotlights flashing.
I'm so nervous, you guys just missed me off the plane. My feet never touch the platform.
The waves, such heat, such tension. I don't want to go out there. Someone pulls me.
And then everyone starts shouting orders at everybody else.
Everyone, get to cover!
Everywhere screaming and shrieking.
Don't you know that's how their language sounds?
I walk around the airport in Saigon. Red Cross is supposed to meet me here. I can't find a soul. It's raining. Raining hard. Coming in a monsoon season. A limousine comes, takes VIPs from my plane away. A school bus with wire on the windows takes the officers. And then a big open cattle truck pulls up. The young men I flew with herded in.
The guy I flew with drank champagne with. What if I never see him again?
Hey, Martha.
So long, teacher.
I get to some temporary billing, and I'm dirty and I'm wrinkled, so I go to take a shower. I look down at my washcloth and, oh my God, it's brown? I'm turning white? Oh Lord, it's just the dirt of Vietnam.
Attention! All new nurses report to the North area to volunteer for where you want to serve.
You're kidding!
Sorry, just send your me to most.
I can't do that. Please volunteer.
I can't volunteer. I don't know where I am.
The other nurses have managed to figure that out. Please volunteer.
Here, a GI on the plane gave me a list. Vung Tao,
Fun town.
right by the beach, I hear.
That's filled. Volunteer again.
And Rang,
Filled. Volunteer again.
Kamran Bay.
Kamran Bay. I'm sorry. You two want to stay together, I suppose?
Oh, sure.
If we could.
How about Fuji?
Kuchi?
I could keep you two together if you volunteer for Fuji.
All right, fine. We volunteer for Gucci.
All right, C-130's loading. Get on there, fast.
Pile on this plane, it is all in.
Hey, who are you?
We're the spray boys.
What's that mean?
We spray heavy chemical on weeds.
Weeds?
So Charlie can't hide in the jungle?
I live out of my suitcase. On the road. 3 shows a day. Up in a C-130 to Da Nang. Down to Marble Mountain in a chopper. Back up to Da Nang at night. I'm at the airport hours, days. I spend the nights in the military truck or officers' quarters they give up for us. Really up close. My first show was at the USO Club up north. And we are wall to wall with Marines. And they're just so cute. They're just so adorable with their great big eyes and their shaven heads, green fatigues. I'm just falling in love with every single one of them at first sight.
We helped the USO girls serve 800 hot dogs and shakes for the night of their first show.
I come right up on stage with my signature song.
And here they are for your listening pleasure, the Sugar Candies all girl band with Mary Jo. Let's hear
Stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas. I love you all, every single one.
I live in the city, a lovely villa, except it's right across the road. I share with several Red Cross women, and my housekeeper, Bien, whom I love. I love all the Vietnamese, except the Vietnamese army outside our villa at night. ARVN guards, they claim. Protecting us, they say. I don't know. The way they look at me, something just doesn't seem right.
The hospital is a series of Quonset huts, and I'm assigned to night shift.
Captain, as you can see, the Quonset huts are divided into surgery, intensive care, pre-op, post-op, x-ray, and the offices. Between them, please note that we have bunkers.
Bunkers?
In case of a rocket attack, then we're on what's called red alert.
Red alert?
Red alert means that you're in immediate danger, a direct rocket hit, or a sapper attack. If you're off duty, crawl immediately into the bunkers. If you're on duty, put on flak jackets, helmets. Cover all your patients with the mattresses while the guard stands outside and waits.
I see.
We're on red alert most of the time.
I see.
Now, you will have corpsmen to assist you, of course, with 300 to 350 patients and all. And as supervisor, you're expected to take care of the 6 patients yourself.
I'm sorry, 350 patients?
Night shifts are the hardest of cars. They get frightened. They moan, they cry out. Here, this way, please.
She was right. My chief nurse stateside. I don't have experience for this.
Now, your job will include all the routine things, of course. Reading the charts, checking the IVs, the casts, the dressings.
Suction, tubes, drains, catheters. I don't know what I'm looking at. I can't find the patient here.
Don't think about it in that way, Captain. Think only of what you're checking and write the data down.
But I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Captain, please, just keep on checking the charts, the IVs, the casts, and the dressings. Write the data down. Build a psychological wall. Now come on, Captain. I'll take you to the next ward.
Please God, don't let there be so many horrible things in this next ward.
And here are our more seriously injured men, our intensive care patients. Come along.
I can't take anymore.
Stop it, Captain! Behind that wall you will never function or be of use.
But the kinds of injuries, there are just too many!
The medical corps motto is conserve the fighting strength. Your job is to patch up the soldier so he can get back into the battlefield.
Yes, ma'am.
Keep on walking, briskly, ward to ward to ward, walk.
I suppose I just have to keep walking along.
Walk and don't think, write and don't think. Don't think, don't think. Don't let your guns come through your wall. Stay behind your wall.
I volunteer. I signed up for this. I suppose I just have to come through somehow.
First day at the hospital. They had a mass. I was in emergency.
Post-op, pre-op,
Surgery. A circulating nurse.
Attention emergency, mass casualty coming in. All doctors, nurses, corpsmen able to leave your lines report to emergency at once. I repeat, mass casualty coming in.
I don't know how to describe it. I was just thrown into it. Thrown.
All new nurses report to the first group at the left for orientation, please. All new nurses, please report.
They tried to show us where the equipment was. Bandages, sterilizers,
catheters,
IVs,
medications.
But there's so much to remember.
And it's getting terribly confusing in here.
Helicopters coming in. Attention emergency, helicopters coming in. Attention emergency.
Closer and closer.
Attention emergency.
Coming and coming. Landing.
Wind. Dust flying in my face.
Corpsmen running to the chopper. Keep injured men.
Leaving men on metal beds. Across sawhorses. On the floor. Holy shit! He's got a leg! God, guys down! So much blood! And the mud. Green fatigues. Soaked! Stench! Brown gauze soaked bandages.
Doctors and nurses, take your post, please. Doctors and nurses, please.
Doctors and nurses are doing 10,000 different things.
We need IVs and uniforms off.
We need name, rank, and serial number on each one.
But look, blood is spurting up.
We need IVs and uniforms off.
Blood is spurting up.
We need name, rank, and serial number, please.
I can't move. I can't think. I can't do anything.
I can't even look at the second stretcher because I'm still stuck by the first.
Nurse, move. Go with that. Experienced nurse. Go to post-op. Move.
Nurse, free up, move.
I can't move. Can't think.
I don't know what to do.
Amputations. Her cases.
Tracheotomies.
GIs. Vietnamese.
Women and a child?
Part of me is saying, Jesus Christ, just look at this.
The other part says,
What's your problem?
Move.
Doctors and nurses, take your post, please. Mass casualty coming in.
I thought they ordered me somehow. Oh God.
Nurse, start the IV. Nurse,
I don't know how. Doctors did it at home.
start the IV.
And for God's sake, show me what to do.
With 20 men watching, you have to keep their confidence.
By making them guinea pigs? Show me what to do.
Get over there. I'll tell you what to do. Then you can just get in there and do it yourself. Can do.
Can do.
Nurse, cut up this patient's clothes and hold his head. He's hurt very bad.
I turn. Can you look at his patients?
And half of this soldier's face is gone.
gas on it and burn it up.
All right, new nurses, you are relieved. Your shift is done.
You can go to your hooches now.
Relax and have fun. Well, I started drinking over in Vietnam. A lot. Spent most of my spare time, in fact, with that old booze bottle.
And playing ukulele.
To make it all go away for a while.
99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
Well, you couldn't drink beer while you were working. So then you just kept drinking Cokes and smoking cigarettes. 18, 20, 25 cigarettes. Every break you got. But on your day off.
If one of those bottles should happen to fall,
I'm here to tell you that we consumed an enormous amount of booze in Vietnam.
98 bottles of beer on the wall.
Well, the corpsmen usually had pot, so we all did a little pot.
A little.
Okay, but I only did it with other people.
Tell it to the Marines.
One person, at least.
You?
Okay, one of the things I did with or without people in Vietnam was get stoned on a lot of pot.
Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea.
Oh, come on.
And frolicked in the autumn mist in land called Honolulu.
We used to go to these marvelous fast restaurants, stay to the wee hours drinking French champagne. A whole gang of us. Red Cross girls, military guys, officers.
Viva la, viva la, viva l'amour.
Viva la, viva la, viva l'amour. Viva la, viva la, viva l'amour. I remember one night, we were all pretty mellow. A Marine came in and offered me a bunch of things on a string. And I remember thinking, oh gosh, apricots for me? Here I am in the middle of the war zone, and you got me apricots. And he said, those are cookies, man. Viva la company!
I had me this nice gentleman colonel friend. And every day he'd bring me a quart of Crown Royal and we'd sit together and drink for a while.
I had a date with an officer. Wonderful guy. We waited out a storm once together. Drinking typhoon down on the shore, and we just made us a pizza in his electric skillet. Sat ourselves up on the patio, feet up, sipping wine, watching the rain and wind below.
I met a guy once in one of the wards. Hank. I see him going to his hooch with his friends in jeans and t-shirts and booty hats.
Hey, Leanne, right?
Hey! You're looking like you just got off a plane from Woodstock. Who are you, anyhow?
Dog Scout Unit, other side of the compound. Look, Leanne, you've got to come over to this place. You've got black lights, posters, just like home.
Yeah?
Look, when you get on.
Now?
All right, I'll walk you over there. I'll walk you over. You'll be safe. I promise.
So we walk across the compound together, and come to find out, we both like
Led
Zeppelin!
All right.
And we're both from the east.
New Jersey!
Wow, I'm getting very comfortable with this thing. And then we go into the hooch, and Led Zeppelin is playing loud, and nobody's talking war. Nobody's talking medicine. Everyone is just talking.
Food. Real good food. Music. Real good music.
And home. Way down home.
I mean, I'm just looking for somewhere I can go fishing.
Massachusetts has lakes. Fish, swim, eat, super restaurant.
I'll have me a cowboy cut ribeye rib, french fries crisp on the side, a half order barbecue chicken and pork, one pork burrito, a chili dog, a cheese and vegan enchilada, a dash of beer 12 ounce size, double hot fudge walnut sundae with peach ice cream. You're gonna be sick for days.
A bit. Second, a horse. And third, shining red thunder.
You really think you're in the league for the bend?
Goddamn right I am.
Stupid. Wonderful talk.
Party time.
Come on.
Thought you guys know how to party.
What I love? Stand downs. You're off limit parties. You're at the
to bed. He climbs down your unit, and you hide us in blankets. Sneaks right through the gates into your unit. Oh, it's wild.
What I love most are your formal friends. You offer to fly us to your officers club. So we get all dressed up and away we fly with you. Way up over the compound, with guns on both sides of the plane protecting us.
And we bring our swimsuits because what we want most of all is to get out of our sweaty clothes and swim with you. 115 degrees of disgusting heat, and the water is so cool on our skin.
Only 3 feet of water, and plastic sides on the pool, and bugs. But there's Texas barbecue.
Good liquor.
And steaks?
Oh God, it's party time.
Sunday the 14th. Hank is ringing my chimes. I go to a Twitch depressed. 1 hour and I'm feeling good. Thank God for his Led Zeppelin. Vietnam.
I fell in love with Bruce, a pilot. I wouldn't sleep with him, of course. It was against the rules. Wasn't that something when they said Red Cross girls charged with food? We're at the officers' club. He's flying a mission the next morning. He gets very drunk.
I'm not coming home tomorrow.
What?
I'm gonna get another scotch.
Come on, let's just go.
Go where? Your place? Oh, Brucey, of course not. I'm getting another scotch.
We need to sleep it off.
Sleep it off where?
Bruce, I just can't.
Goddamn cocktease. Oh, Bruce, you want a donut? Shit freaking donut down. You shouldn't be in a fucking war. Now we get the fuck off my back and out of my life.
Come on. You don't know what you're saying, please.
Let go of me. I never want to see you again.
And I didn't. Next morning, got shot down. And I never got involved again.
Friday the 28th. Hank tells me he's leaving. It's in such short notice that he's leaving in just days. Here in Vietnam.
It's the 4th of July Renee Bill. In August, he and his buddy Rory come to invite me for a stand-down. Now we're in the back of the truck bed, drinking wild turkey, passing the bottle back and forth. When Bill has to go to the John, we stop, he jumps down, he trots the bushes.
Oh, no, what are you doing? Get back up here, get up!
Bill's dead? He can't be dead.
The whole place is mine. Steve, let her roll, go!
He's gone? Bill's gone?
Drink some of this.
I'm the only woman here. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have had to go in the bush.
Stop it. Just stop it, okay? That kind of shit thinking gets nobody nowhere, so drink this and shut that shit up!
Tuesday the 8th. Hank goes missing. They start taking his Dayglow posters down. And I think I'm going to die.
Nurse? Is that a ribbon in your hair? Take it off! And never wear that reeking perfume on duty again. Then put your cap on. Straight.
Why? Because I look like a woman, act like a woman, want to look good for the guys on my ward? I mean, they're dying. In the middle of dying, they go, God, you look so beautiful. If they've still got eyes, or God, you smell like roses. If they've still got a nose. So you think I'm not going to wear perfume? You think I'm not going to wear a yellow ribbon in my hair?
You know, I always think, no matter what the guys are going through, they gotta have it worse than we do. So we have to be there for them after hours, partying, socializing.
I don't think that anymore. When I first got here, I thought that. But I learned. I mean, sex is a physical urgency for them. And I love it.
Stay in your room alone drinking, and they think you're mistress for a married doctor. Or a lesbian for another Red Cross girl.
But I have to protect myself. Survival level. Because, I mean, they project on you. Huh? I know what they're seeing. And they're seeing me. Thinking about me. In detail. Physically.
You know, I don't care what they think anymore. My personal life is my affair.
left.
I had to get out of there.
I came back. Actually, you were gone. What do you mean by that? The men have respect for you. Your army. There are rules. I'm different. See, if I stayed overnight, we stayed overnight, after the gigs where they were,
Do you have anything else to relieve that migraine besides aspirin?
Nothing relieves the pain.
a couple weeks ago we got stranded, near our train. And then the runs, but they apologized. Well, one apologized.
Oh God!
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters!
No, don't you see? The whole place is so unreal that nothing matters. No consequences, nothing matters.
You know, I could get you something. I know some nurses.
Yeah?
You know, take the edge off. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Take the edge off.
Have you talked to the chaplain? I'm not religious.
You could lead out in the choir a bit. Sundays?
Me?
Something to hold on to.
Let's just go back to the party.
No.
Shall we? Let's stay here together, right? Here?
There are the meadows, there are still the woodlands, floating flowers of blooming spring. Jesus is fairer, Jesus is purer, who makes our sorrowing spirits sing.
Finally broke me on the ward was caroling at Christmas time.
Johnny wants a pair of skates, Susie wants a sled, Billy wants a picture book, yellow, blue, and red.
All through the hospitals we decorate. Christmas trees and holly wreaths and mistletoe. Every single ward in Vietnam.
We help the USO girls serving turkey dinner to every guy.
And we bring presents to the wards.
Write Christmas cards.
And we comfort the boys.
Hey, soldier. Beautiful scar you're gonna have.
Terrific souvenir from us.
And then we play a game.
Dear Santa, where every guy reads out.
Dear Santa, I want a draft dodging anti-war demonstrator in my stocking, please. Wrap him up and send him here. Because I ain't got no leg to put in that stocking myself anymore.
And then we hook up telephone lines.
Hello? Merry Christmas, son. Happy New Year too, son. Take care, you hear?
Mom? Is that you? Oh, Mom, it's me, your son Jerome. Merry Christmas, Mom.
And then we entertain, dancing down the aisles.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. Round young virgin mother and child, lowly infant so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
We get pictures of the Bob Hope Christmas show, but there aren't very many other girls around.
God, we're so lucky. We just lucked out.
We hear all roped off from the guys, though.
Friends, just off the field, and then we're right back out there after tonight's show.
And they haven't seen a woman in weeks, huh?
Sorry, I just wanted your picture from when I'm out in the fields.
I don't like that. It shakes me somehow. Why do you have to do that for? Can we go caroling where all the amputees are?
The stars in the sky look down where he lives. Little Lord Jesus, asleep on the hay.
Thank God his legs won't off this morning. Just continue. We go very closely.
I love you, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky.
There's tears starting down this guy's face.
Picture.
What?
It's fine. Give it up.
It must be him. The guy from the Bob Hope show. All of his worldly possessions. My picture. Wants me to have it. Knows. He's dying. You soldier, you'll be all right. I promise you. You'll be fine.
Take it.
Now, how can I ever forget such a handsome guy like you?
Stay by my cradle.
I can't. I can't! I can't!
It wasn't just the soldiers that tore us apart.
But the Vietnamese too.
They were smart, funny, hardworking.
We were fighting on their land.
They'd come to work the Red Cross Center early mornings.
Smiling, whistling, singing while they cleaned.
My housekeeper, Bien, worked there too. Oh, good morning, Bien.
Oh, good morning, Miss Whitney. What I do today, please? File paper and headquarters, please?
After we left the Red Cross Center, Bien took me to the marketplace, and I showed her American cooking. Then you poured the milk gravy over the meat, served with sauerkraut, and it's sauerbraten.
Sauerbraten.
Here, taste.
Oh, you'll eat this, Miss Whitney? Oh no, Miss Whitney. Oh no.
On the wards, I watched the Vietnamese parents. They lie down on the beds and curl right up to their injured children.
Then Bien brings Peanut to the center. Cutest little Vietnamese boy. He's adorable, Bien. And you know what? He loves American music. I'm going to teach him to play my guitar.
Oh, you're very nice to Peanut. I'll be pleased.
On the wards, I treat a pregnant woman who's got another child at home. She's taking a rock in her face. Cross-section is just gone. And she doesn't even whimper in her bed.
I'm starting to get troubled by the Vietnamese guards outside our villa at night.
Oh, Miss Whitney, God's we got two and now.
Our mates?
God's we got two and now good.
But the guards are our friends, aren't they?
Oh no, Miss Whitney. They're no friends, Miss Whitney.
And one night, the pregnant mother does whimper. Little tears are in her eyes. And I see she's miscarried beneath the sheet. So they take her other child to her younger son. But he doesn't recognize her with her bandaged face. So they take him away.
And the guards break into my apartment and steal all of my things while I watch secretly in bed.
I bring dinner to a POW woman and walk around to help her eat when she tries to plunge a fork in my back. I whirl around and I knock it from her hand.
Bian's cousin Wen is with them, emptying my desk, taking documents, holding a gun. Bian, your cousin, I have to report this.
Oh no, you and your cousin the end. You make big mistake. You and your cousin the end know for nothing. You understand?
Then she grabs the knife and tries to plunge it into my arm. I knock her down too, but I injure her.
I can't find Peanut. What?
Find him in airfield. American soldier shoot Peanut. Bang, he dead.
They shot Peanut?
VC.
He's 8 years old.
All Peanut's friend family, VC. The unseen for you today?
Then one night triage. 5 GIs are carried in. All shot down. Hey, we need help in triage. Anyone free?
I'm a circulating nurse, so I go to triage that night to help.
And we're all working like crazy.
But we lose all 5 GIs.
And then I'm left with them. Alone. In a room, corpses stacked up like cordwood. And then suddenly the door bursts open and in comes a POW who shot the 5 GIs. And I look at him. And he looks like my sister's son.
In a 15, he's badly hurt. Take care of him, nurse.
He shot these 5 GIs.
Him? He's badly hurt. Take care of him.
I can't touch him. Him, nurse. Get someone else. There is no one else. Well, he's a cook. I can't.
You do what you are told.
Then I'll kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
And then she goes for his throat. Hands around his throat. Oh God. I've been raised to be a loving person.
Of my brother as myself.
I took a vow to help all mankind.
Regardless of skin, race, or color.
For a long time, her hands are shaking.
My hands have been in a death choke. Around a boy who looks like my sister's son.
You're defining something. Something holy is being transgressed here. Jesus, can you hear this?
Murder is my kin.
50,000 Chinese. That's what I titled my report. The one I wrote about the Tet Offensive. Because I called it 30 days before. And it said that we had better get our act together because this is what is facing us. This is what is going to happen. And it's going to happen on Tet. So I run into the J2, reporting in, excited as all get out. And the intelligence officer says,
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, sir. I've got some information here in this report, and we need to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
Take it on up to Saigon headquarters, MAVC. Tell them up there to send their J2.
So I get in my Jeep and I go on up to Saigon.
Yes? Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I have some information here in this report, and we need to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
For sure. I'll send the captain right out.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, sir. I'd like to see the J2 because I've got some information here in this report, and we need to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
I'll send the major out.
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, sir. I'd like to see the J2 because I've got some information here in this report, and we need to disseminate it fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
I'll send the colonel out.
What is it, officer?
Look, we need to disseminate this fast. It's got to be told and acted on.
Let me speak with my advisor.
And the colonel gives it to the captain, and the captain gives it to the major, and the major gives it to the sergeant, and then they all start to huddle. And they go into a room, and they shut the door. And my, they're gone for a really long time. But then they all come back.
I'm sorry, officer, but your request has been rejected.
Sorry, but I'm not going to do that for you.
I'm sorry, but we're just not sure about this yet.
No.
No?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, ma'am.
And I walk out of that office. I sit down in my Jeep. And for the first time in 19 years in the Army, I cried. They knew I had the truth. Why wouldn't they listen to me? Is it because I called the enemy by an unacceptable name in the damn report? 50,000 Chinese instead of 50,000 Vietnamese? Or 50,000 Viet Cong? Is that what was wrong at headquarters? Calling it like it is? They are Chinese. Or have I got the wrong names? Enlisted specialist instead of lieutenant. Woman instead of man. Black instead of white. A black woman specialist. Announcing that the Chinese are going to clobber the bejesus out of us in 30 days. Is that what was so wrong at headquarters? Well, Tet happened. On the nose. Turning point of war. And Tet is history. Hundreds, thousands, lost, wasted lives.
When Tet began, we thought it was firecrackers because it was their new year.
Then the call came.
Attention emergency, mass casualty coming in. All doctor leaders are able to lead the line report to emergency at once.
It's a long way from your hooch down to the operating room. But we knew none of us were going back that night.
Monday night, 2 a.m., running, crawling, slithering along here in Vietnam.
Patients start coming in one after the other after the other. I've never seen so many patients in my life.
Here's a yellow sheet of paper. Make a list, worst ones at the top.
But they're coming so fast. I keep crossing out names.
Start using numbers instead.
Numbers dancing down the page.
Helter skelter.
We bring a patient up outside, close outside the door.
Waiting for that room to open.
Working round and round the clock.
No time to eat.
Just grabbing bread and stuffing it down for Cokes.
More names.
Helter skelter down that page. And the doctor comes around and pops Benzodrines in our mouths and checks us off and moves on.
4 hours later, he comes back. More bennies popping in our mouths.
More numbers. Dancing. Helter skelter down that page.
Attention emergency, sapper attack, be alert. Attention emergency,
Oh
sapper
my
attack.
God, the enemy is coming in here for our medications? Oh God!
Foreman, lock the door! Get your gun and guard the door quick!
I can't. I'm a conscientious objector, Captain. I can't.
Do it! Wait!
I can't, Captain. I can't.
Direct order, coward! Do it, I said! The door is dead! He falls on me, trapped in line through his head. Dead! Open the flashlights. Chunks of flesh, blood all over the walls, screaming, yelling, smell of burning flesh. My patients, wounded again, killed in their hospital beds. I'm heading down to the operating room the 4th, the 5th day, and the tile floor here slopes. And I see water splashing out of the scrub sinks and splashing onto the floor. And I see blood coming out of my patients, and it mixes with the water and it flows down the river. A river, nightmare river of blood. God in heaven, just help me walk along. Just help me stay behind my wall. An 18-year-old boy comes in for surgery. He's so young he can't even grow hair on his face. And I'm running alongside a stretcher and he's screaming, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy!" And I'm saying, "It's okay, baby. Everything's okay. Mommy's right here." Yet I'm only 21 myself.
And he's a blonde kid from California. And he looks just like your sister's son. And he's screaming, "I don't want to die!"
A piece of my heart dies with each of them. A piece of my heart.
100 days before you leave, you start filling in the short-timer's time, marking off each day.
My supervisor shows me my name on an enemy wanted list. I'm number 2. The next day when I'm walking to work, 2 motorbikes whizzed by, knocked me down, grabbed my briefcase, and disappeared. The next morning it happens again, except this time I belly flop, and I hurt my back. Bad. And all of a sudden I start pulling out my .45 and I start shooting wild. I'm gonna blow someone's head off, you hear me? I'm gonna blow someone's head off right here. Oh God, I've got to get out of here. I have got to go home.
Getting a little crazy now. Thinking about going out.
Wanting to go, not wanting to go. Best year of my life, worst year of my life.
Such a sisterhood, brotherhood, comradeship. Like no other place, no other time on earth.
Taro stays. I don't care how I get out of here, but someone just get me out. If I smell another piece of dried fish or pour another glass of Kool-Aid, I am going to start screaming and never stop.
I go into the hospital to say goodbye. It's a strangely quiet day. Nothing's really happening. And then suddenly the double doors burst open and in come these 2 litter bearers and they drop their litter and they run out. I look inside and I see 2 little Vietnamese children, both with their hands chopped off. I leave the hospital in silence. The last
patient follows me onto the airstrip, watches me get ready to leave. Oh, take care out there, soldier.
Hey, you got the biggest damn smile all along.
Of course I do. This plane's my freedom bird. I'm going home.
Good luck.
Sorry, soldier.
Attention! All passengers, please, attention. The captain is beginning our descent. Attention! All passengers, please, attention.
Oh my God, look! McDonald's Golden Arch is down there. I can't wait.
Look! The Space Needle, look!
Oh, is that the Golden Gate Bridge?
It is. Look, look!
Skyline. Look, over there, look!
We have just landed.
Oh,
Yes!
Attention! All passengers, please remain in your seats with seatbelts securely fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Doors open, and we rush and push out.
Run out!
Down the stairs.
We kneel on the ground.
We fall on the ground, and we kiss the ground.
American soil! I go to Fort Lewis to get processed out. I go to Oakland.
And I go to McCord.
It's too late to process you now. We have to wait for morning for that.
I can't wait for morning. I'm going home.
I'm really sorry, Captain. Wait, I'll process you. I'll take you on over to SeaTac Airport for your next flight. Come on.
And she does. Next flight over to Penn, please.
I'm sorry, that's tomorrow morning, ma'am.
I can't wait for tomorrow morning. I'm
Just back from Vietnam.
yes, and I'm trying to
Get home.
yes.
There's another airline. I'll get you on.
And she does.
I get off my plane and I have a bag of Vietnam posters in one hand and a bag of ticking clocks in the other for my stopover in Japan. And I'm trying to find a way to SeaTac and nobody's allowed to meet me here and I don't know where I'm going.
Are you a nurse? Are you looking for a way over to the SeaTac airport?
Taxi driver?
Golden Star Call. Lost my only son over and off.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine. You know what I do? I just wait for the flights to come in and I take people over to the next place. Come on, I'll walk you over there.
And so he puts my Vietnam posters in the car and my bag of ticking clocks and me and my boot hat and away we go.
It's time for Jane's departure. We've served together the whole year. I'm trying to meet you.
Well, I can't picture life without you.
We're always there. I know.
When I get to my next airport, a GI heroin addict takes a great tumble down the stairs and he hits his head. Arm! I run at him. Let Lori come hit in my dress. The ambulance picks him up and I go to the counter for my next plane.
Sorry, man, but you can't get on our plane like that.
Like what?
Like, bloody from head to foot.
I just helped a soldier. I got back from the Nam.
I don't care if you just got back from the moon. You're not getting on our plane like that.
And he kicks my suitcase, breaking the lock. My stuff is spilling all over the airport floor.
I get back home to Pennsylvania, and I run out my big white driveway, and there's lighted torches all the way across my lawn, and a lot.
Hello, Stacey!
Oh yes, and there's your dad and Aunt Ellen and Uncle Joe and Denny and grandmother. She's waiting up in her room for you. Oh, grandmother!
Oh, thank you, Jesus, for bringing my sister home.
When I get home, my father says,
Well, Martha, you've done us proud. Fought a good fight.
Yes, sir. I did my best, sir.
Staying in, I suppose. I mean, 20 years of the benefits are outstanding. Outstanding.
well, I'm not sure, sir, about staying in, sir.
I checked into the Red Cross Center. And they stripped me of all my military ID. My card, my government papers, whatever they don't take, they change. Eat out, blot out, cut out.
I go home on furlough to Mississippi, and that evening my whole family sits down to watch the news.
And now for the casualty report from North Vietnam.
And it's all a pack of lies.
There are 20 casualties reported today,
It's double that,
as opposed to 30 yesterday.
triple that.
So that brings the casualty report to 50 so far this week.
Any fool knows that.
Viet Cong casualties reported at 1,500 so far this week. And now back to your news from the north side.
That's not so bad, right, Aunt Steely? 50 to 1,500 is not that bad at all.
But they're talking about people. It's not a baseball score. Somewhere in that statistical body count are young boys who died. Souls got lost in there. But how can I tell them that?
A friend takes me shopping for underwear. Sears Roebuck in the mall.
There, Sears is right down there. Stop it.
And the mall is gigantic. People walking in front of me, behind me, beside me, wearing green. Oh my God, I can't stand green. Driving me nuts. Hacking green.
I'm gonna try some stuff in that boutique over there. You go and wait for me, all right?
So I get the underwear and I go to the counter. Money in one hand, pants bras in the other. The clerk is looking at me, smiling at me, wearing green. Oh my God, I don't belong here. I don't belong here at all. And I run out, money, pants, bras. Mary, just stop. Where are you going? What's wrong with you? Nothing. I got lost.
I take a bus down to LA to see my friend, and in the depot I see people waving signs. Make love, not war. Make love, not war. My friend comes running up to me.
Hey, man. Jesus, what's all that blood stain? You got a dress in your bag? What? Dress, jeans, civvies, something else to wear.
It's my uniform. It's got all my medals on.
You're a target. Go in the ladies' room and change.
Target? They'll spit. So I go into the ladies' room and change. And I run back out. Burn it.
Here, your medals. Your medals.
Screw my medals. Burn it, I said.
I stay overnight in the Seattle cocktail lounge. The nom's a figment of my imagination now. My memories are all I have. And then a man walks in.
Hey, are you here for the pharmaceutical convention? I thought it stopped on the 3rd floor.
Oh no, I just got back from Vietnam.
Are you kidding me? Classic girl like you in a war like that?
I was with the American Red Cross.
Son of a bitch. Classic girl like you with Donut Dolly? What are you doing, pouring Kool-Aid?
I can't stand him.
God, sure is screwed up tops and you're going over there, huh?
I don't know about that.
It's sore. Here, I'll buy you a drink.
No, thank you. I prefer to drink alone.
Look, it's not your fault about the war, okay? I mean, God, everything is so screwed up over there.
The boys are not screwed up at all. The poor grunts are just obeying orders. They're fighting a war.
Yeah, but it must be what they want to do, though.
What?
I mean, they didn't have to go in the first place, right?
I can't be around him another minute.
There are a million easy ways to avoid the draft.
I have got to get away from him.
What are you doing? What's wrong with you?
Is there something wrong with me? I don't fit in with people like him anymore.
We're my family.
We're my old friends. They all just have feelings I don't understand.
I have feelings I don't understand.
Thought everything would be different when I got back.
I am the only thing that is different since I got back.
Well, I'm feeling proud. New warrant officer W01. I got 3 rows of good stuff on this side of my chest and a couple of pretty little ribbons on the other side to match. Not bad. I'm back here at Fort Bragg and I'm walking on over to the colonel's office. I'm going to see what new and exciting assignment I'm going to get because of my 3 tough years in Nam.
Hello, Officer Steely. Hello.
Hello, Colonel. Hello.
Got your wonderful assignment, Officer Steely. Wonderful.
Well, wonderful, Colonel. Wonderful.
I'm going to put you in context, Steely.
I beg your pardon, sir?
Contact, Steely. Perfect placement for you at this time.
But, sir, that's the same job that I had before I went to Nam, sir.
Perfect, isn't it? Just what the doctor ordered, all right.
Oh, no, just a minute, sir.
Some problem for you, Officer Steely?
Well, now, sir, I did 3 years in the NUM, sir, and that was 3 years of hell. Now you're telling me that I'm supposed to come back here and take back my old job at Fort Bragg? Well, now, sir, ending up where you were 3 years before seems to be a further sentence in hell. And I feel like I'm entitled to a little heaven, sir.
But it's an easy desk job, Shirley. And with that back injury, the court says you're in a brace, probable surgery down the road.
I'm an intelligent, sir. I work with my brain, not my back.
Well, still in all, Shirley. Still in all.
Oh, what, sir? Still in all what?
We go to our agent in LA, the sugar pigs and I, to collect our salaries for our year's work.
Well, girls, I'm sorry about this, but they've been operating cost problems. Unforeseeable. Just about to reimburse the airfares, I'm afraid.
Airfares? You owe us $1,000 a month apiece. That's what's coming to us.
Sorry, girls, best I can do.
You got paid. There were government contracts for every gig we played. A lot of money changed hands.
Look, do you want the refund on tickets or not?
A whole year, risking our lives for airfares? Are you kidding or what? We could sue you, mister.
Ha! Sue me, you have no written agreements. Now, I have an actor shooting here. Let's move it out, girls.
We go up and down the coast looking for jobs. No one will hire us. So we go back to the agent. Help us get a job, please.
Too much anger in your voice. Tension throughout your whole body. Clientele nightclubs like sweet sounds. Soft, sexy girls. Next!
We split up. I stopped singing. Sleep all day. Shove the ukulele in the back of my closet. Cannot stand the sight of that instrument.
I'm sent to Fitzsimmons, 14 months to serve. Lower extremity orthopedic ward. Paraplegics, quadriplegics, 90% amputees from NOM. It's gonna be just like NOM. It's not. The GIs are different to me. And I'm a super nurse by now, right? I'm basically walking on water for these guys. What else is it that they want from me? I leave the service. I'm a civilian now. Texas Medical Center, Dr. Cooley, the heart surgeon. God, it feels exciting here, like NOM, but it's not. I can't stand the competition here. Nurses to nurses and nurses to doctors and doctors to doctors. Cardiac arrest comes in and everybody's fighting to get in on it. I just can't believe it, you know? And NOM, whoever was good at it, did it. Exactly. We had a heart surgeon there, good at heart massage. We all get out of the way to let him in. I was trusted in NOM, gut level. I'd said something wrong and I'd say, something's wrong here. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And then you and the doctor go to work on the guy. Here, the guy says, well, nurse, we haven't got the time to check out your hunches, okay? I'm out of the service, San Francisco intensive care. And they won't even let me hang a pint of blood without supervision by the IV nurse. I hung more pints in my year at NOM than she'll do in her entire lifetime. Who the hell is she to evaluate my skills? They send me to classes to learn the new EKG monitor. And I can't learn anything new. I'm getting self-conscious. I'm getting conscious about my nursing skills. Final insult. Ultimate degradation. They're making me take a course about CPR. Oh, I am getting a real attitude problem now. I wake up depressed. I never want to go to work. If I could just figure out why I'm not retaining what I learned, I quit. I go back to the reserves, the military, to teach, a chance to show off my skills. And I can't stand these reserve nurses. They played it safe during NOM. Why aren't they out there doing what they were practicing for? I quit. Job to job to job. Looking for the respect, the thrill, the challenge. 4 jobs, 5 jobs, 6. Moving place to place. Homesick for the GIs in NOM. The push. The adrenaline pumping through our veins. Adrenaline junkies. That's us. Ungodly emergencies. You just got right in there and did it. And nothing means nothing here, huh? Nothing means anything. Why are we trying to change attitudes over there anyway? What business is it of ours? Leah, you better put a lid on that Pandora's box. You'll go nuts. I stopped putting NOM down on my application form. I demonstrate against the war. I march. I carry signs.
I started hitting the bars. Drinking, getting high, looking for vets. I'm still attractive. I can go into any bar, and there will always be men who want to talk to me. attention to this guy. Clint. He takes me to a party. Vietnam vets against the war. And we walk in, and everybody's drinking and getting high, and dancing, bouncing up and down, vibrating like Nam.
I met Steve at that center, where I'm a social worker. And I think I'm falling in love with Steve. Except, he says he doesn't love me, or anyone. He can't commit to anything anymore, he says. So how can I stay with him when he tells me such things? I can't.
Clint and I start getting pretty tight, and he goes on drunken binges and gets pretty wild. But it doesn't bother me. I get drunk with him, smoke dope, we move in together.
Then I meet Richard at the Great Lakes Naval Hospital, where I work in recreation. A doctor who's been in Vietnam. And I like Richard very much. Except he's not divorced yet, and I don't think he's going to go through with it.
We go to the mountains in Colorado. Clint and me, mountain colors in the cliffs.
Richard breaks up with me, goes back to his wife.
Clint and I have this big fight, and he leaves, and I freak out.
Then I meet Pete from Fleet Group. We don't really talk about what he's been through. We don't really talk about what I've been through. We don't really talk about Nam at all.
I followed Clint cross country to Vermont, and we lived together again. We're having good times and hard times, and we're living together for 6 years. And I think Clint's a good man.
And Pete decides to go back to Vietnam, just like that. Why are all these guys deserting me?
We start going downhill, and I don't want to split up, but Clint wants to split up. And I'm trying to find any way possible to prevent it, but he won't even talk to me.
I don't want to be around men anymore at all. All they do is run out.
He's raging and crying and throwing fits, gun under his pillow, going for knives. I'm scared to death of him.
You see, men wanted that war, made that war. Women never made a war like that in their lives.
We split up. I'm in pieces for a year.
All my friends are women.
We were never married. It sure feels like we got divorced.
Left face. Forward march.
These old gals, they go on, they go midnight on. These old gals go rolling home.
When my daughter Danielle is born, she has an eye defect. Nobody notices it but me, so I let it pass. Then she starts getting bad stomach aches, headaches too, and I take her in for an exam. What do you think the problem is, Doc?
I can't put my finger on anything too concrete. It's not regular eye problem, so it means it's probably trivial.
But the stomach aches and the headaches? She's so young, this just shouldn't be up.
Don't let a little nursing background like that of yours get in the way, okay? I'll run some tests.
Thank you. Hey, did you get the results back?
Yeah, blood work's way off. It's almost like a rheumatic fever. So I'm going to call it subclinical rheumatic fever, and I'll just treat it for that, okay?
Okay. And then we move to another town, and we try a doctor there.
Yes, something is wrong. But it's not subclinical rheumatic fever. There's no such thing. Either you have it or you don't. And she doesn't. Let's just watch her for a while.
Danielle, look, over there.
Where?
The fields. See, all those colts running.
I don't even see the colts.
Right by the barn. See?
I can't even see the barn.
Doctor? How many eyes is here?
2,200 in both eyes.
They were 2040 just last year.
Mystifying, isn't it?
And 2 years later?
2350 left eye, 2375 right eye. Amazing situation here.
2 something. Her stomach hurts every day, and her headaches are getting worse. What's wrong with her?
Mom, my knee's hurting when I bend, and my feet feel numb. Mom, make them operate again.
Doctor, I'm having knee pains too. Hiking, climbing stairs. Doctor, I'm breaking out in rashes now. Doctor, I've had 2 breast tumors removed. Doctor, what is Agent Orange disease?
There's no such animal as Agent Orange disease, and there are no treatments I could offer you because the disease simply does not exist.
Mom, my other knee's hurting now. I can't bend it to walk. Mom, I want another operation.
You don't handle children. Besides, sounds like you've got a family inherited problem on your hands, madam.
A family inherited problem? Her father and I both served in Coochie. There is nothing on either sides of our families remotely resembling this. This is Agent Orange disease.
But I told you, madam, there is no such animal as Agent Orange disease. Line 3529. This way, please.
I leave the hospital. I teach a clinical psych class, the treatment of Vietnam vets. It's good for me to get all that stuff I've stored behind the wall out to be open at last. First day and I'm so nervous I'm gripping onto my desk, but it'll all be okay, I think. My husband gets a job in Southern California, where the skies are always sunny. It's a good climate for Danielle. And I think it's a good omen for all of us. I think.
I go home to my parents for the holidays. It's good to spend Christmas with them. I think.
Well, I finally go for surgery on the back. It's good for me to do this, I think. Afterwards, they wheel me back, and there's an IV in my arm, and I am pretty groggy when I hear a parade somewhere outside.
I'm in emergency when a 15-year-old black boy comes in and he's all cut up from a fight. I try to help him and he refuses. He says he wants a black nurse and he calls me a bitch.
Except, I can't stop drinking, even here in my parents' home. I'm quietly drunk in the corner while they sing carols around the piano Christmas Eve.
Then 5 o'clock in the afternoon, commercial helicopters fly above my house. I'm making dinner, stove on, meat frying. I run into the backyard. They're knob choppers. I'm back in Knob. I look down at my lecture notes, and it's the yellow page of numbers from Tet, names and numbers, dancing helter-skelter down that page. There, and there, and there.
And I look at my parents singing, and bandaged GIs on the porch look back.
And they fire off a cannon in that parade outside. And I jump out of my hospital bed, the IV ripping from my arm. Blood? I run out of the ward. Help me! I've been hit! Help me!
How many casualties on the chopper? How many double amps for me to nurse?
Gook? I didn't come here to take care of any gook!
Bullets spinning, ripping to pieces of me. The helicopter swoops down and it picks everybody up. But me. Hey, don't leave me! I hurt too!
Good evening. My name is Whitney. I am an alcoholic. But I didn't drink today, or yesterday, the day before, and I'm holding down a job now.
It's getting worse. Chills, night sweats, shakes.
Crazy things that nobody would understand.
Hi, I'm calling about VA rap group.
Are you a non-vet?
Yes. Other group vets?
Women from Nam?
Yes.
Because I'm not crazy. I can still function okay. It's just I have flashes sometimes and dreams.
I called about the group therapy sessions.
But it's not therapy, right?
Oh no, it's just a talk group. I sort of moderate. Doesn't mean anything is wrong with you at all. writing down things you connect to and on. What are your responses? Direct, indirect, what you see? Bring them in and we'll read to each other, okay? Guess that's the place. All right, for tonight, Sissy, you brought in something to read?
I watch MASH. Since I came back, I've watched MASH, current, reruns, everything. Cry. Doesn't matter what the story is. Face of a grunt, I cry. Chopper in the sky, I cry. Color khaki on the screen, I cry. It's sad. It's so terribly sad to see. I'm sad now. Just so sad.
That's so sad, Sissy.
I don't know. Just sad. I don't know why he said that.
On the screen, Matt?
The picture. I got it Christmas. He handed it to me. Remember me? Right? Christmas time?
God, I hated Christmas. Dancing in the woods.
We were very close.
Telling dying men how great they looked.
Boy at Christmas time?
Bill! We were going to get engaged! And then Rory goes, shut this shit up! Take your drink and let's get out of here and shut this shit up! It's my fault. It's all my fault. And I want to kill myself sometimes, you know that? Lots of times.
Oh, none of it is your fault. Hear me, Sissy? Be sad if you want. Mourn if you want. It's no crime. Steely?
Oh, well, you know, on Sunday mornings I fix me a leisurely breakfast and I watch Charles Perrault on the TV because at least he's not dire news. But this Sunday morning was different because they were talking about Beirut and I just couldn't sit still. I couldn't read, I couldn't eat. So I started writing instead. The same thing is happening, just like now. We're setting up another no-win situation. We're sending our good men over there. And in the end, what's the point of our messing around there? What is the point of the officials only telling us what they want us to know and not letting the truth come at us straight? What is the point of the brass refusing to look at the truth?
You want them to, Steely?
I spent my whole time in Vietnam disseminating truth. Do you know where it got me? Ignored. Do you know where it got the boys that I tried to save? Killed.
Brass ignored us all.
We didn't even keep track of how many women served. No official list.
But the brass sure kept track of how many enemy weapons we captured, though, didn't they? And how many innocent civilians we massacred? The brass surely kept track of that.
You got raped.
What?
Fucking brass.
The brass?
Oh God. One room shaft. You're not trained. They didn't come back on the truck for us. It was through. We just found the shaft. No food, no water, VC all over the place. And not even any money between us to bribe them to help us get out of there. We were there 2 days. Then the door swings open. And these 6 grunts off the field come in. And we're happy. We're so happy to see them that we think we're safe. They didn't give a damn! Neither of them!
Who?
The brass Saigon headquarters! We reported there afterwards. We needed medical attention. We needed help. They smirked. The 2 colonels, they smirked, laughing sideways out of their mouths at each other. It's worse than what happened with the grunts. It was like it was our fault.
Okay, I'll drive you home.
I see the hostages from Iran on TV. And this is pissing me off. They're getting into limos for this big yellow ribbon welcome, and what did they do? Sat around for 400 days while I got cursed and spit at in my uniform? I never even fucking volunteered for that stinkhole in the first place. I just Hawaii, I start kicking the TV set in my living room. I can't help it. I can't stop. I want to break and tear everything to pieces. Break and strangle and tear that gunk to pieces. Pieces me to pieces. No! You don't know what this is like for me. None of you do. I could kill someone. You know that? I could kill me.
Martha, I don't know. Will you connect to something on TV?
She and I in a movie. He looks like the guy in my dream.
What do you look like?
Me.
Looks like you.
Thinks like me.
How?
He serves his country in war. Like he should.
And how's that?
Dies! Coughing coming off the plane. It's floating off in a river of blood.
You saw that on TV?
Yes! No! I don't know!
You like to
You people, whoever you are, whoever sent me out there and made me do all those terrible things, waste lives, time, money, resources, and me, you are not accountable and you will never be accountable. You'll never be brought to justice. You'll never be reckoned with in this world. You are hiding behind so many other people. I want your day of reckoning to be in hand. I want you to burn forever in the hell of Vietnam. I want
to never fight another war.
Never again. I want to never be controlled by war.
Never again.
I want to control war.
I retired CW3 after 30 years. I decided to settle in DC so I could be near the old Walter Wonderful Reed Hospital. I still have trouble with that. I'm working on my PhD topic of dissertation, life management systems, persons with hidden periodically manifested and non-observable physical disabilities. Just about tells it like it is, doesn't it though? It keeps me busy, off the streets. It gives me a chance not to fall over none, because I already took that fall.
I became a born-again Christian. Something opened up in me. I started talking about life and death and God. I feel Jesus very close. I feel he'll help me with Danielle. I feel he's on my side. I go back to school for a master's in pastoral psych, so I can start my own practice, my way. I will not let Vietnam control my patients. I want them to feel peace. I love them. And I have a little son, 6 months old, and healthy. Thank you, Jesus, for him. And I have Danielle, whom I love, and a husband that I love. And I've got my great Fred Campbell house in Texas that I love. Thank you, Jesus, for all of it. I'm a counselor. Vet centers, rap groups for women vets. There are women in the military with needs. They are in the military and they die in the military even though they never carry a gun. I go back to the reserves to teach. I tell student nurses, this will not be your dream of Florence Nightingale come true. This will be hell on earth and you will never get over it afterwards. So get ready, get set. I'm out there, I'm giving interviews, I'm on TV, personally responsible. They may terminate me very soon. I hope they do. Tightrope walker, that's me. In the establishment, preaching anti-establishment. Not politically correct, to be honest, but honest, which is never politically correct. I'm a lobbyist with a lot of causes. POWs, MIAs, Amer-Asian children left in Vietnam, Agent Orange disease. I try to get the Agent Orange bill passed in my state, and then the governor signs it and it's passed. And then he calls me up and he says, we're holding a national event for Vietnam. Would you like to be a state coordinator? And I say, you bet I do.
5 days in Washington when we dedicate the wall were beautiful. A homecoming, a gathering together, a reunion.
We're wearing our booty hats telling where we were, and what time, and what place. We paste our names on our backs and we walk around.
walking along the streets, looking in hotel lobbies.
Looking and looking.
We post notices on bulletin boards. Jimmy Klein, private first class, company C, 5th Battalion, 60th Infantry, 9th Infantry Division, 1968, looking for Rusty, Luck, and Champ.
Everyone looking and looking.
Reunion party, 2nd Battalion, 1st Marine Regiment, 1st Marine Division. We start at 9 p.m., so come on.
Hoping to find someone that you served with.
GI, you nursed back to health.
Sometimes I didn't know whether to look at the names on the boards or the names on the wall.
The ceremony at the wall was wonderful, and all of us went. There were vets just all over the place there.
In jeans and fatigues and beards.
With camping gear, living off of sea rations there, laughing, cheering.
How courageous to be here.
God, I'm proud.
3,000 vets here today.
Looking and looking, 3,000 vets here and strong,
Happy,
Cheering.
and we're getting very dirty looks from those World War II vets. We're being extremely solemn around here today.
maybe good stuff will start to happen for us now.
Maybe we'll find someone.
And then they give us a 21-gun salute.
Commence fire! Commence fire! Commence fire!
Thank you, thank you. We are gathered here today to honor the brave men and women who served so well and gave so much.
Ceremony starting.
Let's get closer.
I come to the wall tonight, and I stop, frozen, staring
Wanting to connect.
to all the people touching the wall.
The Gold Star mothers.
And the fathers,
And the children and wives.
and the 58,000 vets touching the wall.
When I start to touch all the names.
I can touch them all. I can feel myself connected with everyone and everything that's here.
I love this wall.
I have come here to bring my ukulele for my beautiful guys who I once sang my heart out to long ago.
And I step out for the guys I wrote Christmas cards to. As they wait dying for the forest fire.
I pull out that old report, yellow, raggedy, 50,000 Chinese. That's what I titled it. I figured this is where this report belongs.
I take out the picture from the Bob Hope show. I think we should have it. Forever, soldier boy.
And I leave my old nurse's cap for all the brave and dying boys I nursed back to health while I was head nurse on duty, Vietnam.
Midnight. The candle making a hollow light on all the names. I have only one name I come to find, and I come to leave in my diary. But it's so dark, and I can't find it. So I just walk along the wall. I wish I could find his name, so that I could thank him. For his Dayglow posters and his goddamn Led Zeppelin music that kept me from going crazy over the Vietnam.
And then for the first time in almost 20 years, I start to play. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of rain, for purple mountain majesties, above the fluted plains.
And then I see a vet on a cane.
Are you a nurse?
Yes,
Where'd you serve?
11th EDAC,
When?
69 to 70.
Got hit in the 70s.
Oh?
No, you. I thought I knew you. You took care of me.
Whoa, soldier, it's so dark here. There were so
No.
many.
No, I would know you anywhere.
Yes, well, always a chance I took care of you. You a devil lamb?
Yes, I might.
Oh, soldier, you are cute.
Welcome home. This is for you.
America, God shed